Hello everyone and welcome to another Nothing But Fishing, and you join me on the banks of Avalon Fishery once again. The last fished here in the winter with my workmate Dan, and we had quite a good couple of winter sessions. So now it's 30th of May, it's looking pretty good for a bite. The water in front of me is going absolutely mad with fish activity. I've got bubbles, fish rolling, slapping and all sorts. I've got my left rod on a bottom bait rig with a small PV bag of crumbed up boilie, just down in the margin with some hemp over the top, some whole boilies and crushed boilies. Already had two pretty savage liners on that, so I wouldn't be surprised if that goes off very, very soon. And the right one, same tactics, only the PV bag is for whole boilies, and I'm putting out some free offerings around that as well, just a boilie approach on that one. So one to an island, one kind of just off the margin to my left, but I've also got some mixers with me. It's very humid, virtually no wind, so I think if I put some mixers out, I'm pretty sure I'll get them up. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I've got a bit of work to be doing while I'm here until tomorrow, which we're quite reliant on catching fish, which is why I came up here. And also my syndicate, which I'm on at the moment, is currently shut for spawning, which is quite a lot of fisheries have been spawning, but I phoned up and this place is all good. And so far it's looking good. So hopefully tactics will pay off and we'll have some fish and enjoy the session. Gotta go fish. There we go, bite number one. Nothing was happening in the spots I had before, but I saw some fizzing just off the point on the second island, or like the right hand side island. Put it out within 5 minutes. This thing absolutely belted off as I was doing a piece of camera for work. So thank you for interrupting me. Pretty little thing, probably only about £6-7 I'd say, but pretty mirror. Considering we've had mainly commons out of this place, this mirror is very welcome. Let's get him back. And there's fish number two. Didn't take long for this one to go off either. Same rod, same location. They seem to be patrolling around the island. And then you can see the bubbles get closer and closer, and then sure enough, this one took my rig as well. Changed over to a wafter actually on this rod. That's what's had the two fish. But same PV bag, same rig, I've just changed the hook bait to a wafter. Happy days, let's get this one back. Since you last saw me, nothing's happened. I tried getting them on the surface, but they just weren't having it. I had maybe one or two fish come up and take an old biscuit or so, but they just weren't having it. So rods are still out on the bottom, repositioned to the same areas, but fresh rigs, fresh bait, and just everything is set for the night. Like I said, it's just coming up 8 o'clock, so I'm going to get some food on fairly soon, and hopefully one of these will rattle off very, very soon. Like that little pan away. If I had a cameraman with me, I'd hope he'd pan to the lake, but just me. Morning everyone, and a very uneventful night actually. Had a couple of beeps here and there, but fish activity was absolutely mad. I'm not 100% convinced that it's not potentially spawning. I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm only here for another couple of hours anyway, but I've phoned up before I got here, checking whether they'd spawned, and they had already, but I'm wondering whether some of them didn't and some of them are starting to now. There's a lot of activity, thrashing on the island especially. So I was only here for a couple more hours anyway. I've just put out some dog biscuits and already got a few taken. So if I can have a couple off the surface and then shoot on, I'll be happy. If not, who cares? It's just gone 7 AM and like I said, there's a few fish feeding out there already on the surface. So I'm gonna have a cup of tea, some porridge, get the surface controller out, hopefully have a couple, and then shoot on, because by 12 o'clock today onwards, 12 o'clock onwards is heavy thunder showers. So I don't really want to be here for that. 3 fish just took biscuits at the same time then. Let's get the kettle on, get a few more biscuits out. And hopefully another fish very soon. Here we go, third and final fish. Absolutely nothing through the night, as I said. Been trying to get them up on the surface all morning, and they've been really finicky until the last sort of half an hour or so. But up range, like the furthest I can get the catapult. So kept on doing it, kept on recasting. Probably about 8th or 9th cast to the same spot, same routine, getting the biscuits out, getting them feeding. This one drifted just about to drift under the bush, and I left it and left it and left it. And this one took it absolutely nailed once again. And I've been using the floater claws recently, and every single fish I've hooked, I've landed, and they've been absolutely nailed, never coming off. So happy days. I'm going to end the session there. I'm going to start packing, well, I already have started packing away. Forecast is for thunderstorms from 12 o'clock onwards, so I want to get out of there before then. Happy days. Glad I had a third one to round off the session. Oh. We've come to the end of the session. Rod's still out for maybe one last fish, but literally everything is packed up behind me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to me if you haven't already. Like the video if you did, and find me on Facebook and Instagram. Cheers for watching, and I'll see you again next time.